Hello, this is Jerry Cosby of Cos's Corner fame. Some older folks watching this may remember the Spotlight newspaper when I wrote a weekly column for about 28 years, but sold the paper. Now, along comes a couple of our former employees, and today, the South Side, the leading newspaper, is the South Sider Voice. And we go about the community talking to interesting people. Today, we're talking to Stevi Stoesz. Stevi is the executive director, aka market master,
right,
of the city market downtown. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for being here. This is fun.
Well, I'm glad you cut some time out of your busy schedule to talk to us. Tell us a little bit. I see on the banners it said this market was established in 1921.
1821?
Yeah, I mean 1821. Kind of bring us up to date.
Okay, so in 1821, Stephen Tomlinson deeded this plat of land to the city for the purpose of building a public market where the communities, both ethnic and otherwise, could really congregate, enjoy shopping, fresh artisan product, merchants who would come set up and sell their wares every day. The market was actually built in 1886, as was Tomlinson Hall, which we'll talk about a little bit later as well, which stood right next door to the city market to its west. What we're going to be seeing in a little bit is the basement to the old Tomlinson Hall.
Famous basement.
Famous
Dark
basement.
and mysterious.
Labyrinthian and mysterious in nature, so you'll really enjoy it. But we're going to see the basement of Tomlinson Hall, which again built in 1886 and burned to the ground in 1958. The only thing that remains is a brick archway that a lot of people will recognize right out here on Market Street.
Right, right. And we should identify, for those who may not be aware, the city market is on Market Street.
Is on Market Street, absolutely.
What's the number?
222 East Market Street.
Market,
we're about 3 blocks east of Monument Circle.
Right, right. And it is a must-see if you're visiting Indianapolis.
It's a must-see. It really is the heart of downtown Indianapolis. It's interesting because it's a small business incubator where local merchants set up shop every day to, again, provide their wares, sell their product. At one time, in its heyday in the 1930s and 40s, there were more than 400 shops in City Market.
Wow, I didn't
interesting.
realize that.
Yeah, it's true. This is before Board of Health regulations and a lot of other things that dictate space and size now, but certainly we are almost at capacity today. We have one spot left that I'd like to keep a retail.
Sure.
We really kind of transitioned from, in the 70s and 80s, what was known as a lunch counter for downtown employees. After so many downtown residents kind of fled to go to the suburbs, now we're experiencing a renaissance with downtown residential component, so those people want a place of their own to shop. So we're really seeing an integration back to being more of a true public market with artisan crafted product to buy rather than just a lunch counter.
Give us a little profile from A to Z. Who's in here?
We've got everything from fresh produce, like you see on Wednesdays out at the farmers market, to artisan crafted cheeses, smoked fishes, retail goods, dry goods like grits.
Custom cookies.
Custom cookies for sure. We've got a French pastry counter in the market, which is fantastic, offering everything from eclairs to puff pastries, decidedly French for sure. We do have some prepared food as well for those people who do want to come over to the market for lunch. Fresh flowers, retail products that you can buy, take home, and prepare your own meal at your convenience in your own home.
Well, and another, prior to this well-known secret, there is a tavern within the confines. Talk about Tomlinson Tap.
Tomlinson Tap Room, again, honoring the Tomlinson family who deeded the land back in 1821. Tomlinson Tap Room is an all-Indiana craft beer bar with 16 rotating taps to accommodate all the members of the Brewers of Indiana Guild. And for those who don't know, Indiana is really at the fore of the craft beer movement. We are widely regarded as one of the forces in the craft beer industry. So to have 16 rotating taps accommodating craft breweries all over the state of Indiana is phenomenal and really speaks to, you know, kind of the craft beer geeks in town as well as those who are getting into the movement. And we produce some fantastic award-winning beers right here in Indiana. So for those who don't know that, try it out. It's great stuff.
Well, it's unique in that it is a bar with about 35 kitchens available.
True. That's so true.
When you
Absolutely.
consider all of these different folks, and you can buy your food downstairs, come up and relax, and have a business meeting or a luncheon meeting, or treat your wife to a nice day at the city market.
It's so true, and for so many of them, you don't even have to go downstairs. They have zip lines set up that you can send your order right down to them. They'll deliver up, so you can enjoy your craft beer right there without ever having to get up and have your food delivered.
I probably should at the outset made a disclaimer. I may be a little partial. I happen to serve on the board of directors of the city market, but that has nothing to do with my loyalties, because they're good with or without me. But in any case, we're in a little bit. We're going down into the basement.
The catacombs, the storied catacombs.
Yes.
We recently opened the catacombs up for public tours.
What day? Someone asked me. Wednesday and Saturday?
Every Wednesday and the fourth Saturday of every month. Indiana Landmarks provides the docents, and they're well scripted to talk about the history of the catacombs, as well as some fun anecdotes that go along with the catacombs. Again, built in 1886 as the basement for Tomlinson Hall. So we'll show you some pictures of that and get you in there and show you what it looks like.
I know we've talked at the time you have about somehow creating that into retail space. Is that really a possibility, or are there too many
Well,
drawbacks?
we did a feasibility study back in the late 90s because the catacombs truly are raw space from the 1800s. So getting the catacombs up to code, fire safety, health, all of that, just getting them up to code at that time was about $7 million.
Oh, wow.
So, oh, wow is right. So we estimate that that figure is probably closer to the $10 million range today, if not even higher. And when you see the space, you'll understand.
Well, it's an attractive idea. I think they have a similar thing in Atlanta there at one time.
Correct.
Well, you're so responsible for so darn many activities. Talk a little bit about everything that goes, aside from the merchants, what else do you put on?
We are in our 15th year of the original farmers market just outside on Market Street, which is every Wednesday from May through October. Vendors and producers from all over the state of Indiana, about 50 of them, come every year, every Wednesday, and sell their product and raw product at the farmers market.
And that's outside?
That's outside, correct. We do have a fantastic line of events coming up that really celebrate the culinary vision of the market, as well as embrace outside chefs doing chef demo, cooking demonstrations in our demo kitchen. We do a lot of public outreach in terms of the kids, educational outreach to the schools about eating healthy, eating properly, eating healthy product and nutritional product.
Talk a little about the once a month circus, jazz circus, what do you call it?
It's the City Market Comedy Circus. It's the fourth Saturday of every month, and we typically have about 7 local comedians to line up and entertain guests from 9 p.m. till 10:30 p.m. roughly.
Sure.
But it's a great evening. The bar is open, so you can enjoy craft beer. We have stands that are open downstairs for food. The fourth Saturday of every month during the day, we have City Flea, which is the juried flea market for people to come and shop for locally produced goods, which is fantastic. A lot going on.
Well, obviously you can go to the website, which is?
It's indycm.com, so www.indycm as in citymarket.com.
That's good. And everything you would ever want to know
is right there.
And I'm sure there's space for feedback.
Absolutely, of course. Comments are always welcome, but it lists all of our vendors and merchants, what they offer, in addition to the outside farmers market merchants, what they offer, what's in season, and all of our upcoming events too.
Well, let's kind of get ready and go downstairs. I'm really anxious to go on
those. Proper shoes, love to see it.
Oh yeah.
This is Indiana limestone from Bedford, Indiana. So southern Indiana. You can still see the explosive marks, which fascinates me. What fascinates me more is these massive, heavy blocks of Indiana limestone from Bedford, getting them up to downtown Indianapolis in 1880s.
We're talking horse and wagon.
You know we are, absolutely. So the undertaking, and this is just one small component of the craftsmanship that goes into building the catacomb space, which at the time was back of the house space. It was the basement. It didn't have an architectural function necessarily other than to support the massive building that was above it. It didn't have a function of people being in here for any reason, and yet it's majestic in its beauty.
Is there a water problem down here? Does this ever flood? Do you get?
We've not had it flood. Only our infrastructure that leaks occasionally, but we've not had it flood. It does get a little seepy In a heavy rain, there are areas, of course, that the water will kind of trickle rather than stream.
All of these bricks and bricks and bricks, that is real craftsmanship.
That's true craftsmanship.
Each of them laid one at a time.
Truly. And again, this was the back of the house. This was the basement. You know, it wasn't intended for any public purpose. We do know that in 1912, exactly 100 years ago, Indianapolis experienced a particularly brutal winter. And so the mayor at the time, his name was Mayor Schenck, ordered that the catacombs be opened up as almost a homeless shelter for a period of time to get them out of the elements. So for a few weeks, the catacombs served as a shelter. And in 1912, you know, blacks and whites didn't really communicate much, at least publicly. They were sleeping next to each other on tomato crates and other crates down here in the catacombs.
Isn't that something?
Truly something. Every morning, all of the homeless would be ushered out of the catacombs, and the catacombs would be fumigated in case there were any communicable diseases.
Right.
Every day at noon, Mayor Schenck, his secretary, and his brother would feed the homeless from product that was donated from city market merchants.
I'm curious about these, the direction of these things. It's
Again,
symmetrical that way, and you look that way, and it's perfect this way. It is.
Yeah, it's amazing. We don't know exactly why some of these brick archways were kind of, as you can see, bricked up at some point. We know that, I think it was in the 1920s, the mayor at the time suggested that we use the catacombs for storage space for surplus product for city market merchants. You'll notice that over here, this is a completely different kind of stone.
Sure is.
This is not the Indiana limestone, so we're not sure from an architectural or support issue if it's a stronger stone, if it's not as strong, why that stone was chosen for that area.
Okay, well, we have seen and seen and seen, and I've never seen so many bricks in one place. We're going to move upstairs. We have another unique feature of the city market, and it's a bicycle hub sponsored by the YMCA, and they have leased the east wing of the building, and it's had a very, very positive reaction in the city. So let's move on upstairs.
Fantastic. Let's go. So the Bike Hub YMCA opened in September of 2011. Was really a vision of the mayor's office in creating a green initiative that really fostered people riding their bikes, commuting to work, and then working out before, during, and after. So you've got the Bike Hub YMCA, which hosts up to 148 commuter bikes, has daily storage for that many bikes because we've added so many miles of bike lanes throughout the city. In addition, there is a great facility for working out with treadmills and classes, dumbbells, traditional YMCA space. So the Bike Hub is run and managed by Bicycle Garage Indy, and then the YMCA, they have collaborated and joined forces to offer this great amenity that again is healthy, fosters healthy eating, healthy living, movement, which is so important to City Market's vision as well. So it all kind of fits very nicely together.
We just hope that people out there get a chance to watch this. We'll appreciate it, we'll enjoy it, we'll appreciate the fact they've learned something maybe they didn't know about the city of Indianapolis. And if you like it, call a Southsider Voice and tell them, yeah, that's a nice thing to do. So long for now.